Hello again, loves. Rebecca here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to day 26 of Baby Got Scraps. It is also Pink Fresh Friday Hop, Mixed Media Mayhem Hop. And yeah, that's it. So the Mixed Media Mayhem is a lift today. And here it is. It is, I think it's Hey Little Magpie, but I'll have to double check that to see who we're lifting. But we've got some fun mixed media going on. So I'm going to pull in a stencil to get that. We're going to do some mixed media on some paper. We're going to do 2 photos today, not 1. So I'm going to trim those down. It's my girls up close. So B and Maggie. And then B was moving. So we've got those. And lots of scraps going on, so I'm going to pull in some leaf dies, but let's just go through and find all of our scraps and see what we can do to make some fun layouts. My husband is in the kitchen, so I apologize if you hear the noise in the background. Okay, so we've got tons of scraps for this. So there's a 12 by 12, a 12 by 12. Okay, and there's the rest of the scraps. So we have a whole bunch. So we can actually do some mixed media on this sheet because it is a scrap, and cut some leaves out of that. And now we need to find something that is lighter in color. I think it's going to be this one to do like the mixed media on, so we'll pull in some pinks and yellows. We'll use this one, and we'll use the yellow to map the photos. Do we have anything over here? I can fussy cut out flowers from that. You know what? I can fussy cut out flowers from that. We can try to fussy cut out flowers from that. We can fussy cut out that and the butterflies. And get some flowers from that, that, and that. So I've got a lot of fussy cutting to do. And then this is all going back in the baggie, so big dent there. Product focus for myself this month is mini paper pads. So let's see if we have anything that will go with what we're doing here. I'm pretty sure if we had a light pink. Alright, so let's just, we can pull that in. Baby Got Scraps, you can use one 12 by 12. I know you guys have probably seen it. It's been going on all month long. The brainchild of the lovely Kristin. Really just trying to use this stuff up. These are all going to be too dark. Not a winter photo. Ooh, we might be able to pull in. Let's see if we can just pull in this one. So this is, we can do some matting with those. All right. Way too bright. This is more of a muted. Maybe get able to use that. This is some puppy dog ones, which is about puppy dogs, but I think we'll call that a win just getting some things used up. You guys remember how big this stack was when we started? I couldn't even hold it in my hand. And the prompt for today that I've given myself, if you're interested, it's on the Facebook group, be linked down below, is a stamp block. We're going to do the mixed media with a stamp block. But I am going to go ahead and trim the photos, mat the photos, fussy cut all the fussy cutting, and then we'll come back and do some spraying on this. I should probably do that first so that it's drying, right? All right, let me pull in my mixed media and I'll be right back. So I just have my messy box in there, and I've pulled out Chroma Mist from Burgess Monroe in Coral, Bumblebee Yellow, and then some Distress Spray Stain in Saltwater Taffy and Squeezed Lemonade. So we are just gonna make a mess. I'm just kind of spray everywhere. And then a little bit more of this. Max is getting in trouble. So we're going to cut leaves out of all the areas. Went a little bit more orangey, didn't it? Just keep adding until we're happy. You just kind of spray and, you know, it turns pretty. Every time I add the yellow, I'm like, no. Okay. This now must dry. So we'll set that to the side. And then we're going to do it like this, and we're going to have a area here, and then we need a stencil. I forgot my stencil. We got to do the stencil work first, so give me just a second. So I went and found this stencil. I just kind of roughly went through. It's a Burgess Monroe, and it is a burst stencil, so I'm going to scooch you in. And it's not really a sunburst, but we're going to put it... I've lost everything. So the girls are going to be like there and there. Maybe we'll bring that right there because the girls are going to be like lined up here and here. So we're going to figure that out. And I figured we'd do some salvage patina to do the fun little burst. And I'm just using my makeup brushes that I got from Amazon. So they're nothing special and they work just as well. I don't want to go over the line right there. So I'm just being a little bit more careful. We'll just kind of trying to be a little intentional here of where we're putting things. I moved it, but that's okay. Easily lined back up, you guys. All right, a little bit, little bit, little bit. Went offline there. Alright, I'm okay with it. It's not the best. So now let's do a little bit of the mixed media on the stamp block. We are just going to add some on there. And we want to come like in an S. So I did not gesso or anything because I want to dry fairly quickly. And I'm using the Bumblebee Yellow first. So we're getting somewhat of an S. Then we're going to go in with the squeezed lemonade. And we're just going to keep applying like this so that it dries. And then we'll go in with the two pinks, and then we're going to even come in with some of the little patina one there. So it's kind of the packaging technique without actually having to save your packaging, right? I need to make sure that I'm getting my lid on there. So this is now the Burgess Monroe. It's going to be a little bit more dark, but it's going to give some contrast in there. And then even where we're getting the bigger globs, I'm just working around it. And then we'll just dab that on there. Gonna get a little bit of water, so I just dab the block it straight to the block. And then we'll just put it on there again. And then we're going to need to move it out a little bit. So let's just go ahead and do that. Because I'm working with such a small block, I'm not getting... Maggie's gonna get burnt, guys. Maggie don't care because Maggie wants some food. And he's making breakfast. So we're just going to keep adding, and that's pretty much going to be how we're going to get it done. Now it does kind of look like a hot mess, I'll give you that. But once we start putting all the leaves and stuff that we've sprayed over there, it will look way better. There's a storm moving in. Okay. And we wipe that off. And then the one last thing that I'm going to do is just come in and move my phone and my glasses because we don't need that. And just put some little drops of all the colors all around. Because this is so messy, I don't want this to look clean up here. splatters on. These are my favorite layouts, you guys. I love playing with the mixed media. And even though it looks hard, it's not, you guys, I promise. I do have some mixed media for beginners classes on my YouTube channel. If you're interested, let me know and I can tag you in those. They're free classes. And then the only other thing that we're gonna do is just squeeze some of that down. Add a little water. Fan brushes make the best splatters. We're going to need more water. So you're not going to get the big drops, but you are going to get a whole bunch of little drops, which is what the fan brushes do really well. So you get a more splattered effect. But it goes everywhere. All right, so we're gonna let all this dry. I'm gonna clean all this mess up and we'll be right back. All right, so I did take just some black ink and do a little stamping on there. I've got all of that fussy cut. I've got all of that fussy cut. These are those leaves from the tie-dyed paper that I made. And now, what I want to do, I need, let's just go with the black. We are just going to draw like a little line like that, and then we're going to start putting our flowers on there, right? Like our flowers, our petals. Just kind of pop them in. My plan is also to take my edge distresser and distress these. I just wanted to show you. I've obviously got way too many leaves. But that's okay. So we are going to let them like overlap and stuff, and we're just going to go all the way up just like that. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys that, and then I'm going to tuck the fussy cut flowers over here in around the photo a little bit, but that's my plan. So I just got to find my edge distresser, and I'm just going to come in and distress the ones up that I'm going to use, and I'm going to start gluing them down. But I will not bore you with watching me do that. I just figured I would come in and show you, and then this guy is going to go right about here, so it's going to take up a great majority of the paper, but I'm also going to try to distress those because I don't know if it fits now, but we're going to find it. We're going to make it work. So give me just a minute and we'll be back. All right, so this is what we have ended up with. As you can see, I've got a little bit going here and then the snake there. I am going to pop up these two full fussy cut butterflies. The other ones were halves, and I tucked them in. So we're just going to pop these guys up on some super thick foam. But I really like the way this turned out. I actually liked it a little bit more before I added all the fussy cut flowers, but that's okay. We're going to stick this one here. Boop. And we're going to stick this one up here, I think. So yeah, we've got the lift done. We have got the stamp block I used. We used all pink fresh. And that's it. And we used one full sheet and the rest scraps. I think maybe we'll put it down here. All right, and then just from the rest of the stuff, I grabbed some of these fall things. So we're going to go ahead and pop in the BFFs right here because they're best friends forever. And then we've got just a few Hello Fall vibey items here that we're just going to kind of tuck in. And we've got some fall vibes. First day that really doesn't go. I think if we just tuck in and do the first, and then down here we can just hide the new, and it says home. And then we've used that whole sheet up, which is pretty impressive. And that was chipboard flare from the best day. Go ahead and save that. And then I'm going to pull in this little fall love. I think we'll put that right there, and that'll be our little title. And then we do have this green that says Fall Memories. We'll just pop that right there as well, because why not? And then I just have this guy, but I'm not going to create any kind of shake or anything, so I wonder if we can, yeah, we'll just add that little guy right there for no apparent reason. And then we have one left there. And I think that's going to do it. So, as you remember, this was our, come on, our lift. And it will be down below with the person that created it as well. And this was my interpretation. I have done the Baby Got Scraps. Like I said, this is all Pink Fresh, and it is mixed media. So, that is a good day today. I am just going to go ahead and tack this little flower down and just hold it just for a minute so that it does get secured on there. Art glitter glue dries seriously fast. It's my fave. And that is going to do it, and I have 8 little puffy puffies left that we will use up shortly. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to check everybody else out that's playing along with Pink Fresh Studios, Mixed Media Mayhem, and Baby Got Scraps. Links will be down below, and I'll see you later. Bye.